Hello, and welcome to Let the Girls Play. I'm Kelsey Bailey.
I'm Amelia Bain.
And we're here talking about women's basketball. Normally the WNBA, but as you can see by Amelia's head, we're college basketball girlies now.
We're officially college basketball girlies, fresh off of a really powerful experience at Jersey Mike's Arena. We are ready to talk basketball at any level.
We got it served to us Mike style.
We got it Mike's way. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, what do you think Mike's style is?
Mike's style is
from behind with
Mike's
lettuce
style's
on ya.
nasty.
Yeah.
Oh man, slop it up.
Slop it
Slop
up.
it up.
This is a family pod, so we'll stop talking about that.
If you're not familiar with Jersey Mike's way is where they just pour a bunch of oil and vinegar.
And Italian seasoning, I think?
Yeah, they carefully construct your sub and then they just destroy it.
Yeah.
In the best way.
We could say that maybe Caitlin Clark did that to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights in the game we went to. We went to a game. It was Iowa versus Rutgers.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think Rutgers got it served to them Caitlin's way. Yeah.
Sloppy.
She slopped him up. We were like, wow, this is so boring. She's not playing that well. And then I got home and looked at the box score. She had a triple-double and I think like 29 points.
Yeah, I think, so to fully recap our full experience.
Yeah.
We drove out. I drove to Jersey Mike's Arena in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The arena itself, beautiful.
It's great. You walk in the door and you see the court, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, but not in like it's a tiny dinky gym way.
No.
Just in a like
Coliseum like.
Yeah.
It's giving Coliseum.
It's giving Coliseum. Everybody was pumped up. There were a lot of Iowa fans there.
A lot.
I think there's a lot of people who have become Iowa fans just because Caitlin Clark is such a phenomenon, which is cool. There were a lot of like high school and middle school girls basketball teams there, which was cool to see.
A lot of signs that was like, I'm the next Caitlin Clark. But it was really great. The arena was beautiful. There is a wonderful tribute to all of the WNBA players who played for Rutgers, and I learned a lot more.
I was buying a Diet Coke. I looked over and Kelsey was just like really taking in this board with all these players on it.
It was really wonderful.
Yeah.
To see the impact that C. Vivian Stringer had on so many players who made it to the WNBA. What else happened? Oh, the best part of the game. Before it even starts.
Oh boy.
We're in New Jersey, baby. So you know they had to play the Sopranos theme song. And I will say, I think that they should do this at Nets games.
They should.
It was just like, this is power.
It sets the scene.
Absolutely.
We were walking up the stairs while it was playing and I was like, yes.
It was perfect. It's the perfect way to start a basketball game in New Jersey, and just a perfect way to start a basketball game in general is with, watching James Gandolfini driving through the turnpike.
Yeah, because Kelsey drove us out there and she was very...
I'm Gandolfini. I don't have my pinky ring on right now, but I do have a pinky ring, and every time I wear it, I liken myself to a Tony Soprano.
Am I Carmela or am I Christopher?
You are Janice.
I'm Janice. I am Janice.
That's a compliment. She's a great character. I think The Sopranos is the WNBA of dramas.
Whoa.
In that it's the best. If you work in WNBA marketing, you can have that one.
Oh,
that one's free, baby.
Liberty, if you're looking for theme night ideas, Sopranos night.
That's fun.
I mean, they do theme nights. I just think they're more like broad.
Yeah.
And I think they could get very specific with like this episode of The Sopranos theme night.
Yes. This is the last thing that I'll say. I identify as a queer woman. I would gladly give up Pride Night at a Liberty basketball game for a Sopranos themed basketball game.
We will trade you Liberty
Pride Night
for Sopranos
Imagine
night.
Ellie the elephant dressed up for Sopranos night. I don't know if she would go.
Livia Soprano.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, the mother, Livia Soprano. I don't know if she would go Guma or would she go like Polly Walnuts.
I could see Polly Walnuts, but also like still dancing like Ellie
to the Sopranos theme song.
Yes,
or Mambo Italiano.
Both. We've got multiple breaks, timeouts.
I don't know.
In the game.
I think this could be really big.
I love that you volunteered Pride Night to go.
I love what the WNBA does for the queer community. I love that it's a welcoming environment for queer people or, you know, anybody who feels different. That being said, I do not want a Pride night. I want a Sopranos night.
I agree. Because I think kind of every night is Pride night. It's a little redundant to have one.
Totally.
Shout out the Sopranos once again. We loved it. We had a great time in New Jersey.
Had an awesome time. Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark absolutely destroyed the Scarlet Knights in a way that I started to feel bad.
Yeah.
I would say 80% of the folks who were there were cheering for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a blowout.
It was tough. They just like were not able to stop anything. I mean, there were a couple like big post players for Iowa that were just making it look so easy. And then Caitlin Clark, of course, is incredible.
So it was a little heartbreaking, but we did get to see Erica Wheeler.
We did, yeah.
And we did get to see Cock Hopper. I wanted her out there.
At one point, Kelsey suggested subbing in a player named Kylie Cooper.
Yeah.
who looks a lot like Kalia Copper and plays a lot like Kalia Copper. Yeah, it was tough on Coach Ka. You know, not much you can do, but big win off the court for Rutgers this week. And I think I'm giving credit to Kalia Copper, even though I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. They signed a 5-star recruit guard for next season.
Kiyomi McMiller. She plays in New Jersey. So she's a Jersey native. And it's so exciting. It's a rebuilding year, and that's what we kept saying when we were watching the game.
Yeah, they've got young players, a relatively new coach, and I'm getting in on the ground floor with Rutgers. I've got my hat.
When they're whooping butt next season, and y'all are flocking to be Rutgers fans, we're already there, honey.
We're there. And in like 10 years, when they're winning back-to-back championships under head coach Kalia Copper,
absolutely,
we're going to look like geniuses.
Absolutely. And we're going to say, you know what? We've been doing it Mike's way for years. Yeah. For what it's worth, it was interesting to see Caitlin Clark play in the flesh.
She's amazing.
She's very good. She's, you know, I think it's wonderful for someone to excite people to watch women's basketball, college women's basketball. And I think there's a lot of players that are doing that. And I think she is very good.
I hope that she does go to Indiana.
I think she will. I think that she has so much momentum, so much excitement for her to enter the WNBA portal that she can't go another year at Iowa.
No. And Aaliyah Boston, they would be so fun. I feel like they would play so well together.
Yeah, I think it would be really great. And I look forward to seeing them play together at the first Liberty home game.
Yeah. And speaking of Liberty home games.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's time to speak about Liberty home games.
We have purchased season tickets.
I also purchased 2 tickets. I have, you know, that one ticket will be free. And we decided who is someone that we can campaign to come as my guest to a WNBA game. New York local, I would say.
We want
them to be local. They could take the subway there. They could, you know, whatever. A New York institution almost. Like a Fran Lebowitz.
But Fran, of course, is already
But Fran already is courtside. Fran, she done been doing that. So who's someone that we, and by we, I mean me, embarrass myself and ask every week to come to a Liberty game with me.
Yeah, and maybe you ask too.
And maybe you ask too. Maybe we start a hashtag. So we're kicking around some names. We have a couple. I think we're going to keep brainstorming because I think we're not totally 100% on anyone right now. And maybe you guys can think of someone who would be great. We want to continue to build the WNBA, continue to build excitement. So who can we bring to help build that who might not necessarily go on their own? My first choice that I kicked out was Holland Taylor, the actress, playwright, activist, lesbian icon, half of Sarah and Holland, Sarah Paulson.
Great couple.
And I have to say, this would be non-romantic. This is not me trying to...
You're trying to steal Sarah Paulson's
I'm not trying to steal Sarah Paulson's anything. Except maybe her haircut.
Oh.
And
she can still have it.
And she's got good lips. But Holland Taylor is so passionate. She's so passionate about the arts. She's so passionate about like preserving the arts, and she's so passionate about theater and all of these things. I think she can be really passionate about women's basketball.
I think she could get on board.
She lives in the Upper West Side.
We'll get her on the train. There's so many trains go to Barclays.
Totally.
You know?
So that's who I'm thinking. And also I would want to spend the duration of a game with her. That's also important because we do have to hang with these people.
Who Spike Lee is to the Knicks. Well, no,
we don't want
'cause
that.
Fran
Yeah.
is that to the Liberty.
Yeah.
Or Joan Jett, maybe.
Or Jason Sudeikis. He's trying.
Speaking of Jason Sudeikis.
Speaking of Jason Sudeikis.
You may have seen him.
At the Golden Globes.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing the Sabrina ones.
Yeah.
And a new colorway that I was not familiar with.
I hadn't seen that one either. I really like a few of the Sabrina ones colorways right now. And if I wasn't holding out for an Asia Wilson shoe, I would maybe buy them.
If I wasn't holding out for a Honshu shoe.
Oh, the Han shoe.
Wow, the Han shoe. That thing writes
that's
itself.
a business opportunity. Yeah.
But yeah, he was wearing the Sabrina ones on the at the Golden Globes on the red carpet. He's such a women's basketball fan. I was hoping to see him at the Rutgers game because he had gone to see Caitlin Clark play with Sue Bird.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to become an investor in one of the teams.
He should.
He should. He could. You know who his uncle is?
No. Oh, yes, I do. From Cheers.
Norm
from Cheers. That's cool. That's a fun piece of trivia. Did you know Norm is supposed to be like 30 at the beginning of Cheers?
Psychotic.
It's really crazy.
I would not go to a Cheers night, but I would go to a Sopranos
night. Yeah. What else is going on? We've got some players abroad.
We had a player retire.
Oh, yeah. Like the same day we recorded our last episode, like maybe a couple hours later, Tiffany Hayes announced she will no longer be playing basketball in the WNBA. She might play abroad, but she has finished her career in the W.
Which is really sad because she had really great games.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
She terrified me when the Liberty were playing against
Totally.
her. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she's so fun to watch. I sort of was hoping she would go to a new team and like have one last hurrah.
I hope she feels like she went out on top.
She did it her way, Mike's way.
She did it Mike's way. What else happened?
Oh, we had an upset, which wasn't exactly an upset. It was just a USC got their first loss. UCLA beat USC. I imagine if you are a California basketball fan, that's significant. We also had a near upset. Arizona almost beat Colorado, who's ranked number 5.
The season continues. We are continuing to learn, continuing to show our support in whatever way we can, whether that's going to games or just learning more.
And I think we're going to try to go to a Columbia women's basketball game.
Shout out to
Lauren, who suggested, thank you for your suggestion. We will be going to Columbia.
Yeah. Go Lions.
Go Lions. We're going to be there. We hear they have an iconic coach. We are ready.
We are ready to add another icon to our mantle.
Ready to buy another piece of merch.
Yeah. Yes. How many hats can we get Amelia to buy before March Madness
As many
begins?
hats as there are games.
Yeah. Tell us if you want us to wear a body cam to this. Yeah. We are going to the Liberty season, as you know, we're season ticket holders. We are going to the Liberty season ticket holder party at the end of January with special guests set to arrive.
Yeah, and I have to imagine Ellie will be there.
Absolutely. Ellie will be there, and I think
maybe some players.
Brianna Stewart.
I would love to see Stewie.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. I always think I'm going to run into her.
Because she lives around here.
And she has kids, and I have a kid, and I always think like, oh, we're just two moms.
Yeah.
You know?
You're just two moms. I think you guys would get along really well.
I think we would. I think, tall people like to have a short friend, I think, just to like.
It's the whole movie Twins, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Brianna Stewart and I are like the movie Twins.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just.
She's Arnold, you're Danny DeVito.
I think I could make her laugh.
I think you could too. And I think she can make you laugh.
And that's friendship. But speaking of friendship, happy to be back in your kitchen, Kelsey. We're going to be back, I don't know, maybe in a couple weeks, maybe in a week. We really have no consistent schedule.
It's whenever we're like, hey, do you want to record?
Yeah. And I think when the season starts, we'll be more consistent probably. But for now, we're having fun in the off-season.
We're going on vibes right now. We're talking about what we want to talk about, which is what we always do. But I'd say it's even looser now because we were able to get at least a solid 10 minutes in on The Sopranos. Thanks for sitting with us at my kitchen table and listening to us talk. You're all heroes.
Yeah. Everybody in the WNBA and everybody playing women's college basketball.
And supporting women's college basketball is a hero. Except the refs. Bye.